How you doing? It's Steve Kerr, your life coach specialist. It's only when you're aiming high you spread your wings and truly fly. Yes, I am on my way to pick up my daughter, and I see that it's minutes to 12 o'clock, so I'm killing two birds with one stone here, paying attention to the road. So forgive me if I'm not really spending a lot of time looking at you all right now. My daughter is spending some time in Vacation Bible School, and she's just around the corner of the house here on a street called Alexander. For all you Bramptonians, you know exactly where Alexander is, but I'm just waiting for some people to join the room here. It's my regular 12 noon power of information. I'm going to be talking about the power of marketing today. And if anyone that has a business or interested in business, you need to hear this and know this if you don't know it already. And for those that have desire to be an entrepreneur, it's very important for you to have this information. Okay, so just hang tight a little bit. I'm just waiting to see a few more people join the room while I pull into this location here. Wait for my daughter to come out. Okay, as soon as I park, I'm gonna put my glasses back on, because I really don't need my glasses to drive, but I certainly need my glasses to read. And then I'll be able to give a salutation and a hi to those that are in the room. Just backing up right now in reverse. Okay, vehicle is parked, turned it off. All right, I got my glasses on so I can see. Vivian, hey Vivian, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. I'm glad that you're in the room. Vivian, this is my regular 12 noon stop. I've been doing this since last week Friday, and it's going to be culminating up to this week Friday. And then we'll see where we go from there, because this all began with just the unveiling of the cover of my book. I'm really excited about it. It's a 2-year project that's come to a place where I say I'm waiting to exhale. And you know, it was a long road, but truly, when you are focused, when you are laser focused, and you have the perseverance, determination, discipline, dedication, and desperation, all of those words that I just mentioned, it's all in the book. I have stories, personal stories, my ability to story tell, all of those things are in my book to break it out, and it's all for you. The book is really about you. For those that are tuning in for the first time, it's called Who Am I? Who Am I is the name of the book, and I have a system of MAPS, M-A-P-P-S. It's an acronym that stands for something. You will learn more about that when you stay tuned. I'm a life coach specialist, and I want to be able to share my wisdom, my knowledge with each and every one of you. I see, Vivian, you said here, once I'm not working or otherwise engaged, I will be on board. Awesome, Vivian. I thank you very much. I know that you're busy, and I know that you're engaged in doing what you're doing. And so it's good to see you tuned in today, right? And I appreciate it. I appreciate you support. I appreciate you realizing the gifts and talents that's inside of me. So today, as I said, the power of marketing. You have to understand right now that you cannot have business without marketing. It goes hand in hand. Okay, you can't have one without the other. There's a commercial. There was a commercial out there. Coffee crisp, you're more than a candy bar. You're a nice light snack. That's what you are. More than a candy bar. And it says you can't have one without the other. Okay? And so marketing and business, you cannot have one without the other. And marketing, it's broken down into 4 P's. Okay? 4 P's. Matthew, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. So you need to get a pen and a paper to write this down. Okay, for everybody that's in business, if you don't know this, for everyone that has the desire to be an entrepreneur, you need to know this. And of course, with my life coaching and so forth, if you take me on as a coach, you will be learning this, and I will hold you accountable to this. I learned this information back in 1984 when I went to Sheridan College majoring in marketing. Mary Campbell, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Peace and love to you, my sister. Okay, so Mary, for you just joining, it's about, we're learning about the power of marketing, 4 P's. So you want to write this down on a piece of paper, 4 P's, okay? The first P is product, okay? You got to have a product. Now, understand this, products and services. When I say services, the service is the product. Okay, so it's not necessarily tangible, but when you're in the service industry, that is your product. So you have to have a product. Okay, so that's the first P. Number 2 P, price. Okay, there has to be a price value. And this is essentially now, if it's a service, what price do you put on your service? What do you value yourself? Okay, very important for you to know that. With me particularly right now, where I am at, I value my service in the corporate world at $300 an hour. On an individual business person, if I'm training them, $120 to $150 an hour. And if I'm training somebody that's young or somebody that's starting out, I have an introductory rate for them. Now, my mentor, who happens to be Les Brown, he right now makes over $25,000 for a keynote speech. Yes, that's just for an hour. Okay, so there is different price point for the same thing. So you have to know what your price point is based on where you're at as you are building up your community, your fan base, your tribe, whatever you want to call it. As you're building it up, your supply, your demand will increase as you're comfortable. Okay, so that's important. So the first P, once again, your product and services. The second P, price. Then you want to do place. Where are you going to market your product? Is it just going to be offline, or is it just going to be online, or is it like me going to be both, which is online and offline? I haven't yet really started to do a lot of online with what I'm doing right now, which is the book that I'm marketing, because everything is being constructed right now with the website as we speak, where you'll be able to order right across the world a copy of the book, whether you want a tangible copy, a hard copy that's going to be selling for $24.97, or if you want a digital online copy, which is going to be selling for $17. Okay, so these are the things that you have to know, and these are the things that you have to incorporate if you choose to do so. I do recommend, if it is possible, for you to go online, because you will be able to touch more people. I learned from a book, J. Paul Getty is the author. He said, I rather have 100% effort of, I rather have 1% effort of 100 people than 100% effort of myself. Okay, and so when you look at that, that is a remarkable concept, to extract just 1% from 100 people, which will net you 100%, and then you yourself maximizing yourself at 100%, then that's 200%. That's above and beyond your capability. That's what happens when you go online, or when you utilize other people to market your product. Okay, so you got 3. Now the final one, and I started the power of marketing, is promotion. Okay, running a business without promotion, without marketing, is like kissing a girl in the dark. You know what you're doing, but nobody else does. That's kind of funny, isn't it? Yes, you know what you're doing, but nobody else does. So you can have the greatest product in the world, you could have the greatest price in the world, but if you don't market it, if you don't get out and let people know, like I'm doing right now, I'm letting people know 12 noon I'm going to be online to share my wisdom for my business ability and my coaching practice, but I'm also building up the momentum to the unveiling of my first book cover. That's going to be August the 19th, 12 noon. Today is what? Today is Tuesday. So we got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 3 more days before you all get to view the cover of my book. Okay? So stay tuned. I really appreciate all of you reposting this video, sharing it with the world, because I'm saying I like to have 400 people in the room on Friday at noon. So Mary, Vivian, Matthew, I want to thank you all for tuning in today. I want to thank James Erd and Ash. I want to thank also Jelani, I can't forget Jelani. I want to thank Noel Waldron. I want to thank Isaac Olalafi. These have been encouragers and mentors to me that has inspired me to, extend myself and go beyond. Peace and love. I want to thank my brother Earl, my sister Pamela. I want to thank Pauline and Clifton, my parents, Clifton Sr. and Florine. I want to thank all the relatives that supported me in my endeavors. So listen, I'm going to be tuning in tomorrow again. That's Wednesday afternoon, noon, to share another nugget of wisdom when it comes to business, marketing, all of the above. Thank you all for tuning in today. How you doing, Mary Campbell? Hi. Thanks for watching. Matthew, peace and love. And remember, aim high, spread wings. Bye.